Famo, all the world is a stage. All acting authors are merely archetypal actors. Artwork for astro artists. All together, instrumental instruments. Individually, positional players. Performing the part of the performer. Plotted to partake and perform a most powerful and prominent performance in this play called Planet. Particles of paint poured by a primordial painter. With a properly previewed the picture, each portrait is potentially the greatest masterpiece in the grandest of galaxies. Grand opening, grand closing. As the curtain closes and the show is over, the hood stars, the old school legends, and the MVPs, we all have our X's and our interests in this game. Each legend in his lifetime will play many parts and positions, his act being 7 ages. His first act being that of the youngster. Young fella is pure heart. The game comes natural, as the ball is merely his favorite toy. Innocent in his imagination, as heaven is still a playground, and he still sees the superheroes as he emulates the park legends and playground superstars. Act 2, he plays the hooper. He starts out the schoolyard scrub. He's perceived as the selfish kid, known to take his ball and go home. The idea of sharing his favorite toy never crossed his mind. As the young hustle man, he's thrown into the lake of fire, where every game, every point, every down was hard earned. He quickly learned the laws of fussing and cussing and the principles worth fighting for. As game point cheat codes was being downloaded into his DNA, under the wing of the old legends, he was groomed into the hooper. In his third act, he plays the leading role as a star. Lucky is the legend that finds love, as the game gifts the young goat that follows his own footsteps. Tuned to the frequency of focused superpower, his hero heartbeat, footwork, and fundamentals flow with few flaws. Consumed with purpose and passion, he playfully plays day and night, park to park, gym to gym, vibing to his own vibration, with rhythm and harmony and grace, self-realizing that it was his choice to be the chosen one, and that through his own blood, sweat, and tears, this star character was created, and he can choose to change his stars or become one. In his fourth act, he plays the warrior, guided by his own laws and codes, modeled and molded by coaches' rules and playground principles. Through this life, he has learned that behind the stage lies a great battlefield, and the law of the jungle is hunt the hunters, and the way of the warrior is war. In the land of the legend, the greatest legends crown themselves. His confidence, consistent competitiveness, creates an attack force culture while others prepare for war in a time of peace. His lion-hearted killer instinct and his will to win the game with honor or die earns him great reputation and admiration amongst his peers. In Act 5, he plays the captain. Oh captain, my captain, carpe diem, although years of war left the old captain in pain and full of wisdom. His deep battle scars and real life wounds, covered with war medals, they will and inspire the young warriors watching. As he still heads and hears the battle cry, from the front line. The old captain had seen, saw, and done it all. And his insight and inner confidence, it instills poise and persistence in the young pride. His code of honorable makes him honorable and respectable as he leads his comrades in the trenches. Humble and thorough in his role as king of the jungle, for very few have survived the fittest long enough to realize that the power lies in the pack. In the sixth act, he embraces the role as the coach, leader of the legends, master of life and game strategist, decoder of the legendary language, used to lead the legends into the light. As he himself learns to build through the burdens of battling something bigger than peace, winds, and principalities. Leader of a movement that molds young minds to move mountains, while he instills discipline and confidence, while demanding accountability and results. The man's man, teacher of teachers, unfortunate father figure, while figuring out his own family future and faith. Culturally and globally, admired and appreciated for always responding to the responsibility. Hard tax and heavy toll, covered with clothes full of medals of honor and sleeves full of purple hearts. Time don't heal tough cause, as it's light sleep for the old sergeant. In his naps, he watched hoop dreams turn to nightmares. Few can understand how high and low one actor goes to play a role until you play that role of a five-star general. He celebrates his seventh and last act as the legend, slow to think and quick to speak as the old coach holds court in his final role, lighthearted and straightforward, as he's somewhere between knowing all the answers and seeing all the questions. Legends never die. They live forever in our hearts. As they retire and then reincarnate in the Hall of Fame, a star seed that planted flowers, that grew into be leaves. It's completion, watching as they cultivate and grow their own trees. He's a hero to the superheroes, as few know how to lead common man down the path to downloading and then activating their own greatness. In his final hour, sacred scriptures and mythologies keep the legend alive forever, as all the heroes and people he helped along the way write him into the history of the legendary legends.
Be easy to explain.
All right, leg up. One leg up. I'm going this way. Boom. All right. Back. Got your left leg up.
Going this way.
That's why it's important that you kick it. You love it. Pump fake. So you don't give me no feet. Like you. Now I gotta work. I gotta work to get there. What's gonna do? Okay. Boom. Right. Next thing is, I come right here, back up my foot. Pump fake. Get this hand up. Going this way. Right. Other hand up. Going this way. This leg up. Jab. All right. Went that way, I jab. Which way? Going this way. All right. Don't go that way. Don't go for the jab. Stay down. Pump fake. Now see what you're gonna do. Pump. Go that way. All right. Go. Jab. Go that way. All right. Let's get ready. Come back. Fast. It's good though. I want you to pay attention to jab. Take time. Here you go. Back. Watch this part. Let's go. Watch this part. Now, right? Next part is right here. Hands left foot up. Hand out. Now, I go right here. You're gonna have his hand out, right? If he low, you low, get low. If he low, I'm going over. Over. Right? Hand out. Hand right here. Guard me. Push, 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 push. Get my chest right there. Get right here. Get a little low right here. I'm going right here. Boom. Alright. Put that hand out. Jab. Right, it's kind of high right here. I'm going under. Right? Put this hand high. This hand high, put the leg up. Put the leg up. I'm going right here. Boom. Right? Alright, hand out, yeah. One more under. Boom. Alright, let's get ready. Come back. Over. That was a good job. So, I might not just get that though. Good job. Good job. All right. Yep. 1, 2. Good job. Hey, you got there. There you go. Okay. Now, crossover. Feet together. Feet together. Now I'm gonna cross over, watch it. Just like this. Right. Come back. Let's go. Cross over. Jab here first. Come back. Make sure your feet stick. You gotta be low. Good job. Come back. Same thing my left leg. Left leg, so yeah. Come back. You gotta stick it, man. Come back right here. Like this. Crossover. I'm going from this leg to this leg. I want to make both of them legs move back. Right? They're supposed to make you move back. 1, 2, you move back. Jump. Alright? Right leg? Yep. Alright.